Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface, and I've got to start the video with a colossal thank you to David Georgeson and also to his crew at Sony Online Entertainment, because this is alpha footage from EverQuest Next Landmark, which is actually the creation tool which they've converted into a game for the upcoming EverQuest Next MMORPG. Now, it came about on the 31st of January. That's when the alpha started. Yes, the alpha. And within 24 hours of the alpha being present, they lifted the NDA. That is absolutely unheard of in these circles. He just went, look, go out there, you want to post, you want to stream, do it. We're going to see how you react to the game. And I just think that is such a bold move because, as again mentioned, alpha, not even beta. So this is the rawest of the raw that you're going to see the game. This is the most broken of broken that you will see the game. But I just want to kind of give you an idea of what to expect from EverQuest Next Landmark, because I intend to bring you as much footage as I possibly can. Now, this is currently the active status of the world. You can see there's lots of areas which haven't even been tapped into. And this block, this cube right here, is saturated with people and their claims. And what a claim is where you actually plonk down your flag and you say, this piece of land belongs to me. And you can start to build on that claim. And when you plonk your flag down, that small square is like where you can build. And I'm not absolutely totally sure what the huge square around it is. I mean, these are things which I'll have to kind of like understand as we go on. I don't know if it's like an area where you get maximum resources or just area you can actually build within the whole of that square area. I don't know. I'll have to find out as time goes on. But this is me. You see how big this place can actually be. And I've actually plonked myself on the kind of precipice of a wee bit of I wouldn't say a cliff per se. I think that's kind of over budgeting things, but I plonked myself somewhere on the edge so I can hopefully have a wee bit of high/low ground effect, which might make like my claim look a little bit funkier. That thing that you can see in the right hand corner, bottom right, it's kind of like a portal-y symbol. That's where you can actually go at the minute to create stuff. But let me just traverse the map for a moment, because we're seeing it from top down, but let me go all 3D on you, because look, there is actually going to be significant depth to the game as well. Now, they haven't introduced it as yet, but from listening to their presentation at QuakeCon, it looks like EverQuest Next is going to have 3 levels, something like that, 3 levels of layering when it comes to the world. So you're going to have like the top world, then you're going to have an underneath, and then you're going to have a significant underneath, like a cavern-y type of lava-y area, opposed to just like you know, caves and spelunking and stuff. So this kind of gives you a brief idea, not a huge idea, but a brief idea on exactly the scale that we're dealing with at the moment. And this is just a fraction of one world. So yeah, pretty massive. And if I just get rid of the claims that people have got, including my own, you get an idea of the terrain elements as well. The kind of up and downy, the mountains, the hillsides, and things like that. So you can see that even the top side is not just flat and straight. The top side is made up of undulations. Oh my god, how I've just so wanted to get undulations into a video. Today is the day. So you can see all the kind of undulations of the terrain here on the top side itself. Now, let's get back into the world. What I need to do is I need to plonk down my flag. And I need to make a claim. And once I've made that claim, nobody else can take away my land. And I'm rather liking, like I said, the kind of aspect that there's we'll call it a cliff for now. A cliff face to my left, and there's flat ground to my right, because I think it lends itself to potentially some pretty creative building when we actually get to that. Now, I'm going to have to stress this so many times in the video, but this is an alpha. You can see I can't even plonk the flag down here. That land's taken. There you go. But if I get out of it, I can. And this is an alpha, and things are going to be broken. And if you are participating in this and you can't cope with that, this is not the type of testing process for you. I mean, you can already see in the top left corner we've got, you know, landmark alpha, error strings coming up, error strings for this, error strings for that, and for some reason it's giving my FPS in the top left hand corner. That's not me, that's just the game. So it's obviously working off trying to gain as much data, as much information as it possibly can for its players. And I run an i7 processor on my PC as well, so you know, it's not as if my PC's slack. So there we go, I've stuck my flag down. This land is now mine. There you go, heel versus babyface's claim. Hello! So that is my claim now. Unfortunately, because this is an alpha and so many things are broken, it is actually very difficult for me to work stuff out, because everything that I go to, even when I use the help tool, which is the F12 button, everything that I go to is currently coming up with an error ID string and then 6 numbers, so I can't read about anything whatsoever. I can't read about items, I can't read about stuff that's in my inventory, I can't even read the help tips that it puts out because it's all coming up with these error strings. But these, of course, are things which will be worked out. But there we go, there's my claim. I've got rid of everyone else's on the map. So there is my claim, that's my chunk of land. The small square, I believe, is like that's where the flag goes down in the building area. And then the larger square, somebody help me with this larger square. Can you build on the larger square? It overlaps into other people's territory, so I'm a bit confused about that, but I'm sure some other people who are in the know will be able to do that. So, how do we go about building? Well, this is all part of EverQuest Next Landmark. This is the whole aspect of the creation tool. What you do is you now go around finding the materials and mining and chopping and lumberjacking and all this kind of stuff. There you go. Invalid name, error strings. Can't say a thing, but what I do know is if you put stuff like the bangle on and the rings on, it increases your jot rates, or increases the amount of mats which you can farm and stuff like that. And then you've got your taskbar down at the bottom where you can add stuff, take stuff away, and you've got like the band-aid. We call them elastoplasts here in the UK. But you've got this band-aid one, which is the 5 button. That's the heal, where you can actually heal land. So if you've gone nuts and you've blown up land everywhere, and you've got craters and holes, and you're like, oh my flipping goodness, how on earth am I going to do this? Easy peasy. You just use the heal tool, and you'll heal the land, and it will put it back to how it used to be. So that's a very clever way of filling in unwanted mess. And with the EverQuest Next Landmark Alpha package, which I purchased, we got like a big axe, which is meant to be epic, and then we got this thing here, which I think is sort of like an unlimited void storage type of area. Now I'm trying to see exactly where it can go. I'm trying to see if I can position it outside of the square. Trying to see if it will go outside of the square, and therefore I would potentially be able to build outside of the square. So I'm going to try and plop it here at the top of this nice little nook, this nice little rock formation, and there you go. Not going down. So no matter how much I try and plonk it there, you can see all the mouse clicks, can't you? No matter how much I try and plonk it down outside of the actual block square itself, which I claim the land on, ain't gonna work. See, I just moved a little bit further. You can see the smaller square in front of us. No. So it doesn't look like you can build on the bigger square area. So again, I'm a little bit confused as to what it actually means, but never mind. So I'm just going to put my sexier axe on, which I got with my Founders Pack. Now, somebody's already built a couple of things here. These shouldn't be here. The forge that you saw, and also like a lumber mill, sawmill. But here we go. I'm going to press the 1 button, and I go up to an area. This looks like some copper ore. I know the textures aren't proper and everything at the moment. Again, it's an alpha. I must stress, it's an alpha. And then you just keep clicking your left mouse button and you'll start to mine. I'm trying to use the heal tool to see if I can heal up this thing, but maybe I can only use the heal tool again inside of the smaller square itself. So there we go. We've got like a little lumber mill to the left and a forge on the right hand side, and that's what you're going to be able to use to craft your items to be able to turn them into materials for building. Now, we just seen me do a little bit of mining. Let's do a little bit of lumberjacking. Now, you see the trees have a health bar. Health bar appears in the top corner. This is my 2 tool. This is not the pickaxe. I'm now using my axe. And I just go, again, left-clicking, chopping away at the tree. And the more I chop at it, the lower its health goes. And I imagine, bearing in mind this is an alpha, but I imagine when the tree gets down to 0 health, it will vanish. Now, you can also see there, not only was I getting wood, easy, calm down. I'm talking literal wood here. But there again, you know, being able to get onto the landmark alpha is, yeah, other wood as well. And you can see like little loot bags or something flying into my inventory. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what that... There you go, there's another. Not sure what that means. I'm going to have to... Wait, another one. Going to have to try and find out... Oh, whoa. Well, the tree's gone down to 0. No, it's back up to full health again. Ah, the beauty of alpha. Oh, sorry. Or if you're from America, alpha. Or is it ether? Because it's beta. It's ether. Never mind. We're not going to play those games. So again, I think this is bugged. Now its health's not going. Oh, now its health's gone back up to full. It's the everlasting tree. You must chop me forever. All right, okay. Let's try a different one. See if that works. That tree was huge, so maybe it's just regenerating at a rate of knots. But this one also can be interacted with. Now, different mining nodes and different trees will have different types of wood and different types of materials within them. So you saw me do the copper, but there's like topaz and silver and iron and lots of different types of veins scattered around. If you look to the mountainside behind this tree here that's nearly done, and are you going to go back up to full? Yes, you're just going to let me chop you forever. You can see plenty of the copper nodes. Oh, and look at this one over here. This is a weirdy coloured one. I'm not sure what this is. It's kind of red. Amethyst? Red and green. I'm not sure what this one is. But look, you can see that I'm getting some kind of sexy either crystal or ore from it. But ooh, pretty colours. Purpley and green. And you notice how when you mine, you just chop out huge chunks of the ground. Now, the huge chunks do stay for a while, but the world does eventually heal itself over a period of time. So you're not just going to, well, hopefully, just chop a humongous crater in the world and everyone's like, bollocks. Got nothing else to mine now. That would take an almighty time. And there are periods of the world that you just simply cannot interact with, that you just simply cannot mine. So it's not as if I can just run up to anything and just go, right, it's going to take a huge, massive hole in the ground. At the moment, that's not the case. Whether or not that will be the case, who knows. Now, they're also meant to be bringing in a sickle, which they haven't as yet, and that's going to allow you to harvest plant life. I think at the minute you can do it either through mining or lumberjacking. I think they've kind of combined two things at once. I don't think that was working particularly well, was it? Oh, they're just falling into the hole, which I dug. But yeah, there will be a sickle coming along that allow you to interact with plant life. Now, I still can't use the heal creation tool. Maybe it's only in the box. Maybe it's only in my small box. Easy tigers. Easy tigers. Right, so we've had a little look at the resources that you can mine and you can get. Now let's have a look at a wee bit of crafting. Let's see if there's anything that I can do. So I left click, I think it's left click, onto the forge here. And then I know I've got all these error string IDs all over the place, but I can still see what materials are going to be used for crafting. So there's some pickaxe there. You see, there's my purpley and green, whatever it is. I can't tell because it's a string ID, but there you go. Lots of different things there. Lots of different mats required for everything. And to stop you from having to go all the way back to the main... Oh, look, I can craft. Oh, yay! I could craft myself a nice little bronze or copper ingot. Something like that. Oh, that was lovely, wasn't it? To stop yourself from going all the way back to the main forge at the beginning, which was that like portally symbol on the map, you can actually create your own here, like this person's done. But I don't know. I mean, this must be a bug because I've got this land now, so surely this still shouldn't be active. I don't know whether it'll be active in the morning. We'll have to wait and see. But we might as well try and take advantage of it at the moment instead of having to go all the way back to the main portal, because it's like 4 miles square or something, this place. Like 4 miles square. Legit 4 miles. I mean, proper distance wise, not game 4 miles squared. Legitimate 4 miles squared. Pretty crazy. And the lumber mill, there you go. Some of the wood, hey, which I managed to get, but I haven't got any wood at the minute. You can convert into logs, which again, all going to be crafting utensils. There we go. Just go through a little aspect there, and you can see all the different types of things that you can build. So already, even in its alpha stages, and it's really basic alpha stages, and there are bugs everywhere, and that's fine. That's what you have to expect, and there are crashes everywhere. There's no problem about that whatsoever. This is alpha. It's not even beta. So even in its alpha stages, it's looking as if there is reams and reams of potentials. We haven't even seen the creatures that are being added. There's going to be creatures added. There's going to be combat added to this game. There's lots of stuff which hasn't even been put in at the moment. They just want to try and get some sort of stability. Ooh, look at the train going all weird. They just want to get some sort of stability going before they start to introduce any of that stuff in. But I'm relatively excited. I'm relatively excited. Well, I'm not relative. I'm absolutely buzzing like a kid on sugar to see where this can go, because once they do start to sort the issues out, and once they do get eventually done over a period of time, however long, I don't know, it's going to be incredibles. Now, before I end the video, I've got something else to say about this game. I bought the main pack. I bought the Trailblazer pack, and the reason why I did that was actually for you. Because in me purchasing the Trailblazer pack, which was a freaking fortune, but never mind, I get 4 beta codes, 4 closed beta codes to do with as I see fit. Now, this is the alpha staging. It's not even in the beta. Look at that! You whack that ground, woman! It's not even. It's not even in the beta stages. But when this does go, or when the beta is announced, which I don't know how many months down the line that's going to be, I will be doing a competition to give away my 4 closed beta codes to my subscribers on YouTube. So this will give you the opportunity to get your own code and hopefully come work with me. Come work with yours truly on a plot of land, and we will see what we can create. We'll see what creative ideas. So it could potentially be a creative competition. How creative are you? So you've got plenty of time to even think and consider that, but I think this could be really, really cool. So I'm going to leave it here. There we go as we look on the map. First look at the alpha for EverQuest Next Landmark. Once more, massive thank you to David Georgeson and also to the crew of Sony Online Entertainment for lifting the NDA and allowing us to bring this to the masses, because I think the potential of this game is phenomenal. So I hope you enjoyed the vid. Please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook and also twitch.tv/Heel vs Babyface for live streaming. I shall be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.